Looking at historical criticism and archaeological discoveries, we can say that Jerusalem only became a significant city around the 7th or 8th century BC. As a result, we can assume that writing those founding traditions happened around that time too. When it comes to economics, society, and daily life, archaeology teaches us that the history of Israel and Judah according to the Bible's documentation needs to be questioned, particularly towards the end of the monarchy. This is because the text's authors convey their theology and royal ideology. For instance, while King Manasseh brought prosperity to Judah after Assyrian King Sennacherib's attack, the second book of Kings portrays him as the villain and the worst apostate. When studying the history of ancient Israel, it's important to consider that there are differences between the traditions of the northern and southern regions that are described in the Bible. The Bible is written from a southern perspective, which is evident from the arrangement of the book of Genesis. The story of the patriarchs starts with Abraham, who is a hero in the south and is presented as the grandfather of Jacob, who is a hero in the north. The southern kingdom of Judah heavily revised the Hebrew Bible, and this influenced scholars who adopted a southern perspective while studying the texts. The Deuteronomist history in the Bible also portrays all the northern kings in a negative light, while the Book of Chronicles ignores the northern kingdom completely. Despite what's written in the Bible, extra-biblical sources and archaeology reveal that the northern kingdom, Israel, was more dominant than the southern kingdom, Judah, historically. Israel experienced a demographic and economic boom before Judah. During the Iron I period, the northern territories on both sides of the Jordan River had a high population density, while the Judea region had a sparse population. At that time, there were 25 times more people living in the highlands of Israel, including Gilead, than in Judah. Even in the middle of the 8th century, before the conquest of Gilead by Damascus, the ratio is still estimated to be 4-1. Judah did not begin to experience significant growth until the late 9th century BC. The population figures of that era conferred military and economic power onto Israel. This is evidenced in Salmanasar III's list of participants at the Battle of Karkar, allusions in the Tel Dan and Mesha inscriptions, and some biblical references to the reigns of the Omrids and Joash and Jeroboam II. Israel had access to more advantageous areas, like the Jezreel Valley, as well as major trade routes. Its coastal and northern valley connections were superior to Judah's. This increased agricultural production and trading income in the northern kingdom. Overall, demographically, economically, militarily, and geopolitically, Israel was the more powerful kingdom while they existed side by side. These facts must be taken into account when analyzing biblical accounts.